Hello, it's cold. It is cold. Okay, it is in the evening. It is the evening. Today we viewed that property and it was good. It was very good. It felt too good. It was very good. Very good. I mean, we've seen a few other properties that were not good. One included 2 Indian people, which was not advertised. No. We got there, and this is the other place, another place. We got there, and we looked around, and then at the end, the guy says, "Oh, the current couple will be moving in there." Sorry for being, if that's racist. I don't think it's racist. It's just more accurate than speaking as I am now. Anyway. People. And yes, train of thought. We looked around, and then they said that the current tenants would be moving into a private room attached to the main house, and they'd just be using the kitchen, basically moving into a spare bedroom. Yes, no. So we got there today, and this place it's not even ridiculously expensive, and it's our own place, and it's got a small alfresco courtyard thing, our own garage, all furnishings, 2 decent sized bedrooms with like queen sized beds. It's just, good. And then we came back, and then we got back, and then we made like a coffee workshop, I guess. Well, basically, a guy who works here is a barista, works behind a bar, and he made me and Nico a coffee, and then I went into my room, had a 10-minute nap, and I woke up at 6 o'clock. It's now nearly 25 past 6. I've basically recently woken up and took some shit with Nico. So we've signed, I'm done the lease, the tenancy application, and Nico's going to do that. We're going to send it off today after scanning it, and then hope in the next couple of days that we can meet to sign. So that's progression. It hopefully will alleviate some stress, especially once we get signed, because at the moment I still have apprehensions. I still cannot fathom our moving into a new place, having an entire 2-story townhouse to ourselves. It just seems unfathomable at the moment. There's no excitement. I'm very much like that, quite blasé about things, I guess, like this, that are going to happen in the future. So yeah, that's that update. The guy did say that he liked us. He said other tenants, he's interviewed a few people, like 4 sets of people, or 3 or 4 sets of people, and we appeared potentially the most suitable candidates, called most suitable potential tenants. And yeah, that's that. I was napping earlier, and I guess now I'll talk some shit. Okay, let's talk some shit. So, I was napping earlier, and as I was drifting to sleep, I had the self-expectation. I was thinking I should be working. I've done no programming for about a week, and I should be doing more. I should start doing it. How can I expect to get self-employment if I'm not doing any programming? I should be doing a little each day. Is it because I don't even really want to be doing this? What do I really want to be doing? Actually, Luke, yes, you do want to be doing it, so just get your ass out of bed and program, do at least a little bit. This lack of discipline is inconducive with your goals to become self-employed, your goal to become self-employed, and you're being lazy. That's kind of what was going through my mind, and it reminded me of a video I watched a couple of years ago, and in this video, basically, it's a guy who is like the author of a book as well that I bought. It was like, the book's called something like How to Talk to Absolutely Everybody or Absolutely Anybody, something like that. And he's got a talk on the internet where he's at a convention giving a lecture in front of like 60 to 100 guys, all guys, because it's like a male self-improvement convention. And yeah, in the talk, what I was reminded of was where in the talk he said like, oh, if I ever have or feel like I have no motivation to do something, I just tell myself that I have motivation to do something, and I keep telling myself I am motivated, I can do this, I will do this, and then he just magically has the energy to do it and the willpower to do it, and he just does it. So all he has to do is tell himself, and it's like a biohack, or a neurological hack or whatever it is. He's just tricking himself into believing that he wants to do something and that he wants to do, and he will do it, whatever. He says, he used an example of like if he's feeling too tired, he'll say like, oh, I think his name's Nick, and he'll say like, oh, I'm too tired to go for my 5k run or whatever. So he'll say like, no, Nick, you've got enough energy. You're full of energy. You're full of energy, Nick. You can do this 5k easily. Keep telling himself that, and then he'll go for a 5k. And at the time, I was like, wow. Well, I wasn't like that, but it's had an effect, obviously, because it's impressed my mind, and I'm able to think about it, like that. Remember it. And yeah, so it's bullshit, basically. Maybe he can trick himself into believing something, but that's not sustainable, and I don't think it's going to bring genuine fulfillment and contentment if you can do these external things. I think you should listen to your body and understand that you can maybe increase like your mental capacity, your mental energy capacity for it, but I think we have like a capacity of energy that we can expend each day, and just living and just not, just ignoring all the distractions and all the information that's thrown at us, that takes a lot of mental energy. I just really don't think that just telling yourself something works like that. Telling yourself I am not tired works, because I think it might work for a bit, and I think that working is actually bullshit. I think you're just forcing yourself to do something, and it's not sustainable. And also, one of the things is that it comes probably, depending on the person, it would do with me, may do with you as well, but it bears a lot of self-expectation. So if I told myself, no, Luke, you are awake, you do have energy, or you can do this, you will do this, and I'll say, okay, I'll do it, and I'll do it. I might do it for a bit, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm done. But then the next day I might do the same, and then I might not do it, and then I'll go like, but I told myself I could do it. There's no reason I can't do it, and I'm not doing it. Thus, I am bad. Interesting, right? So it could just really fuck you up, self-esteem. And I realise that life is difficult in terms of how much we can change. What I mean is, you have all these self-help books, all these authors. Let's say there's a veganism self-help book. There's like David Goggins about always striving for more and better and moving toward your goal every day, and never wasting a minute of your day, never wasting a second of your day. Another self-help book pertaining to, I don't fucking know, Stoicism, and you interpret it like never getting emotionally hurt. You read these books and you're like, okay, well, I understand, intellectually I understand why I should be vegan. It doesn't make sense that I want to, provoke animals to suffer, evoke suffering in animals. I don't want to contribute to that, so I'll be vegan. And then let's say you understand, let's say you've read the book, you've watched the lectures, you understand that it's right for you, or let's say it's right in general to be vegan. And then also you've set out some goals, and then you've read David Goggins and you understand how you should never waste a minute of a day, bang. And then same with the Stoicism emotion thing. emotions thing, well, you're still going to fail. But if you've got in your mind that you should be perfect, but then you keep failing basically because you're fucking human, then you're going to destroy yourself, your self-esteem. You're going to be hating yourself, you know? So it can be difficult. Like, it's difficult for me. Like, I'm going to do no work tonight. I'm just going to chill out for the rest of the night. And it's difficult for me to, like, admit that and be okay with that, you know? Because what usually happens is sometimes I'll waste time and feel guilty while I'm actually wasting. Oh, so I mean, see how I called it wasting time. See what I called it, wasting time. I coined it wasting time because I feel like, oh, it's just a piece, you know. It's just ridiculous. I'm still obviously burdened, but I'm still in the mode of thought of like should always be productive, etc. And it's like it feels like an act of rebellion sometimes to just not and be okay in not being productive. Anyway, yeah, I really, really need a shit. Bye.